If you have been keeping plecos without wood in your tank, you're doing it wrong. Really. Almost all plecos thrive when driftwood is added to the tank, and here is exactly why plecos need it. Reason 1 is that it's a crucial part of their diet in the wild. You see, in the wild, most plecos' diet consists out of wood, algae, and only occasionally some meaty foods. There are even specialized wood eaters like Panaca or Panacola species whose diet entirely consists out of wood. And by the way, if I say they eat wood, you really don't have to expect that if you put wood in your tank, it will be gone in a matter of days or weeks. No, these fish will only take in small parts and gradually scrape it off. As you can see in this photo, many pleco species have even developed special teeth to scrape off this wood. This helps them scrape off the hardwood and the biofilm growing on it. Now this actually brings me to the next reason. Reason 2, the algae and biofilm on the wood provide another food source for the plecos. Biofilm and algae are, apart from the wood itself, two very important food sources for plecos in the wild. And in your aquarium, as you might have noticed, algae and biofilm might start growing on this wood. No worries though, because this is actually the perfect snack for plecos. Be aware though that although your plecos might love eating algae, you still have to feed it, or it will starve. Only wood and algae are not enough. Reason 3. Driftwood balances the water parameters. Did you know that driftwood can have an effect on your water parameters? Yep, it can actually lower your pH. Driftwood contains so-called tannins, and these tannins will be released into the tank, which causes the pH to drop. And since plecos tend to like more acidic water, this is actually beneficial. Apart from lowering the pH, the wood might also color the water. Many pleco species originate from so-called black water streams that have very brown water. Not because it's polluted, but because of all the beneficial tannins coming from, for example, fallen leaves or the wood in the water. Now, point 4 is that wood replicates the pleco's natural habitat. As I just said, in the wild, these black water streams have often a lot of fallen wood. And these plecos will actually benefit from the organical materials, and they make a perfect habitat for the pleco to live, eat and breed. So adding this driftwood to your aquarium will actually make it feel more at home and make it feel like it's in its wild habitat. Here's a picture of what a pleco habitat looks like. As you can see, it isn't as you might expect. It isn't with a lot of clear water, but it might seem a little bit nasty or with a lot of organic materials. Now we've come to number 5, which is one of the most important things to keep in mind when keeping plecos. It provides hiding places. Many people ask themselves why their pleco is almost hiding, and frankly, almost all of the time, there is a single answer. There are not enough hiding places in the tank. Now, in order to feel safe, plecos want the comfort of being able to hide at all times. As a result, when there aren't enough hiding places in the tank, plecos become shy and feel permanently stressed. In my opinion, driftwood is the single best way to add natural cover for your pleco. Most pieces of driftwood actually have holes and crevices in them, which makes them the ideal place for plecos to hide in. On top of that, there are so many kinds of driftwood, so it fits in almost every tank decor, and I'm sure you will like the appearance of some pieces. Before you leave, because we've come to number 5 already, this is a short video, I know. It's important to note that there are many different pleco species, and some might not even eat wood. Now, as you might have noticed, I'm actually filming this video showing my zebra pleco tank, and this is one of the exceptions, or one of the species that doesn't eat wood. Most common species do, like for example your bristlenose pleco or your clown pleco, but zebra plecos, for example, are mainly carnivorous and live in totally different habitats, so they will not have access to wood, and it doesn't, and they don't eat it in the wild. This doesn't, however, directly mean that you shouldn't add driftwood to your tank, even if it's a pleco that doesn't eat wood. As you can see, I still chose to add driftwood to my zebra pleco tank, and I believe that this driftwood still provides great hiding opportunities and natural cover. Now, if you want to know exactly what exact species eat driftwood, please visit the first link in the description. I've actually created a full article on this matter, so you will know everything about plecos eating driftwood. Now we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and please check our website keepingcatfish.com with the full article. Have a great day, and I see you in the next video.